What's up, KFG gang? It's your boy, Big Boy John 25, and tonight I'm going to be explaining my WWE Raw review and highlights you guys new. Keep hitting that like button and hit that red button. Let's get started. Raw was just a decent show, like always, once again. But this is the fifth week in a row that we have the same match card that we seen before. But anyway, let me get started. Tonight's WWE Raw opens up with a video package on Randy Orton's recent happenings. We're live from the Bell MTS place in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, as the power goes off. Tom Phillips welcomes us to a go-home show for WWE Super Showdown. He joins by Byron Saxton and WWE Hall of Famer Jerry Lawler. We go right to the ring, and out comes Randy Orton, just like last week, but this week. But anyway, the announcers hype tonight's show as Orton marches to the ring. The announcers revealed an Elimination Chamber contract signing for tonight with the women's division. Seth Rollins versus Montez Ford and Murphy versus Angelo Dawkins were added to tonight's show. Orton finals takes the mic and says he needs to apologize. Fans continue to loudly boo him. He admits his emotions have become unbalanced as of late. Orton says he arrived to the building today and was told it's been 15 years since Raw was hosted in Winnipeg. Orton says he was 24 then. He did some digging and on that Raw he was the WWE Intercontinental Champion, and on that Raw he was punched by a certain man, a man who would eventually save him from himself, who he would eventually look up to and love like a brother. His name was Adam, but all of you call him Edge. Orton says if Edge was here tonight, he would. Fans interrupt and with a loud "We want Edge" chant for the WWE Hall of Famer now. Orton says Edge can't be here tonight because of what Orton did to him almost a month ago. Fans boo louder. Orton knows fans can't understand what he did to Edge. Orton goes on and says he's surely sorry for what he did from the bottom of his heart. The music interrupts and out comes Kevin Owens to a pop. Kevin Owens cut a great promo. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed Kevin Owens cutting a great promo. But anyway, I had to say it, but let me continue. Fans chant for Owens. Owens mentions his recent problems with Raw Tag Team Champions Seth Rollins and Murphy in the AOP, but he's putting those to the side tonight because he has a problem with Orton. Orton doesn't believe Orton's apology. Owens doesn't believe Orton's apology. Owens wants to know why Orton attacked Edge. Orton says he doesn't want to go down that road. Owens says he does. Kevin Owens goes on about how he hated to watch Edge retire because he didn't have the chance to work with him, and then he saw Edge return after Royal Rumble this year, watching it as a fan. Kevin Owens says to look and see Edge get back what he loves, and to know he could possibly wrestle him one day. Then for Orton to take that all the way the next night, Kevin Owens is going to ask one more time, why did you do it? Orton says Owens what did you do? Why did you do it? Orton says Owens doesn't know him. Edge thought he knew him too. Owens says he's right. He doesn't know Orton, but he knows people are tired of hearing them talk, and they just want to see them fight. Owens drops the mic and calls Orton out. Fans pop. Orton gets hyped up and accepts the challenge, but not right this minute. Orton drops his mic and exits the ring as a disappointed Owens look on. Fans boo. Orton exits the mic as his music hits. Orton stares Orton down until his own music starts up. Orton poses for the crowd as they cheer him on. Charlie Caruso is backstage with Angel Garza and Selena Vega. They're confident about Garza going up against Humberto Carrillo tonight. Selena Vega says nothing is stopping Angel Garza from going to the top of WWE. They also stress their relationship is all business. Charlie Caruso thanks Vega for the interview and shakes her hand. Vega looks annoyed. Garza seems to flirt some with Charlie and she seems to like it, but maybe Vega doesn't. Angel Garza versus Humberto Carrillo. This was a pretty good match. Even though we've seen this match before, but it was pretty good. We go to the ring and out comes first Angel Garza with Selena Vega. Back to commercial. Back from the break, and Tom confirms Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton for later tonight. Out next comes Humberto Carrillo as his cousin taunts him from the ring. We see recent events that led to this match. They lock up and go at it. Going to the mat, they trade on equal strikes while in a submission together. Fans laugh and cheer them on. More back and forth between the two as we go to commercial with Carrillo in control a few minutes later. Back from the break and Garza is in control. Garza snatches off his pants for a pop, then tosses them at his cousin who is upside down in the corner. Garza with a suplex and a big super kick for a close 2 count. Carrillo looks to make a comeback now, launching Garza across the ring. More strikes between the two now. Carrillo sends Garza across the ring again, this time to the floor, but for a breather. Carrillo comes out, but Garza super kicks him to the face while Humberto is doing a handstand on the apron. Garza comes back for another close 2 count. Carrillo rides Garza on the apron now. Carrillo jumps out with him, but he gets super kicked. Carrillo with a pump kick on the apron. Fans pop after they both go down with more big kicks on the apron. Vega is a bit shocked. Carrillo stumps away on the apron now as the referee warns them. Carrillo with 4 arms to the face now. Garza fights back as the brawl continues on the apron. As the brawl on the apron continues. Carrillo catapults Garza onto the ring post, but he lands on his feet. Garza beats Carrillo away and nails a big moonsault from the second turnbuckle to the floor. Fans pop and we go back to commercial with both competitors down on the outside. Back from the break as Carrillo nails a Spanish fly for a close 2 count in the middle of the ring. Carrillo goes to the top, but Vega distracts high for the apron. Garza rocks him with an uppercut. Garza climbs up for a big super Spanish spike for another 2 count. Vega screams as she can't believe it. More back and forth between the two. Carrillo drives Garza down for another 2 count. They trade roll-ups on the mat. More back and forth pin attempts as Tom struggles to keep up with them. Garza finally gets the pin attempt that gets the 3 count. The winner of the match, Angel Garza. This match was pretty good, like I stated earlier. After the match, Garza and Vega are all smiles as they back up the ramp while Carrillo looks disappointed on the mat. Still to come, Jerry Lawler will moderate the contract signing for the Raw Women's Elimination Chamber match. The winner will challenge Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania 36. Tom lead us to a video package on the feud between Shayna Baszler and Becky Lynch. We see Becky backstage talking to a staffer now. Ricochet versus Luke Gallows. This match I didn't really care, but it was just I didn't really care. We go to the ring and out comes Ricochet, number 1 contender to the WWE title. Mark Rom does the introductions. Back to commercial. Back from the break, we get a quick promo for Ricochet as the announcers hype his match with WWE Champion Brock Lesnar at Super Showdown on Thursday. Ricochet is getting squashed by Brock Lesnar this Thursday at Super Showdown. Out next comes the OC Luke Gallows with AJ Styles and Karl Anderson. The bell rings and they go at it. Ricochet sends Gallows out early on and then nails a big dive for a pop. Ricochet brings Gallows back and springboards at him, but Gallows knocks him out of the air with a big boot. Gallows drops an elbow and works Ricochet over in the corner. We see Paul Heyman backstage watching the match, but no signs of the WWE champion yet. Gallows with a big backbreaker on Ricochet. Wow. For a 2 count. Gallows continues to dominate Ricochet for another 2 count. Gallows drops a big strike on Ricochet while he's grounded to the mat. Ricochet tries to fight up and out now. Ricochet with the jawbreaker. Gallows comes back with a kick to the gut. Ricochet fights out a suplex. Ricochet with 2 kicks to bring Gallows down to the mat. They get up and Gallows runs into more kicks. Ricochet with a forearm shot and another. Ricochet ducks a right hand and nails a big crossbody off the middle rope. Ricochet hits the standing shooting star press for a 2 count. Ricochet tries to scoop Gallows on his shoulders, but Gallows beats him and drops him with a super kick. They tangle some, and Ricochet nails a super kick. Then the recoil. Ricochet goes to the top and hits a big shooting star press across the ring for the pin to win. The winner of the match, Ricochet. Still don't care about this match. After the match, Ricochet celebrates as we go to replays. We see Paul Heyman backstage watching again as Ricochet makes his exit. Still to come, Brock Lesnar will be here live on Raw. Back to commercial. Back from the break, and Carl Anderson is arguing with Luke Gallows when AJ Styles yells at them to get it together, reminding them they're the greatest tag team. The greatest tag team. I don't know why. Anyway, but let me continue. AJ says a miracle could happen if Ricochet wins the WWE title. No, he ain't. Ricochet's not winning the WWE title at Super Showdown. But anyway, then AJ will be waiting for the title shot. AJ goes on and says WrestleMania is right around the corner and they will plant their flag at the top of the food chain. Aleister Black comes walking by and AJ yells at him. AJ trash talks. Black threatens him. Anderson and Dex say Black as he about to speak or strike. Gallows joins in and then AJ the OC triple team Aleister Black for retreating. Black slowly gets to his feet and stumbles away. We go back to the ring and out comes WWE Champion Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. The power goes off and they head to the ring together. Heyman does the ground introduction for the Beast. He goes on about Ricochet facing Lesnar at WWE Super Showdown this Sunday. Lesnar laughs at some of Heyman's lines. Heyman insists Lesnar will retain this Thursday and go on to defeat against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 36. Heyman says this is a spoiler. Lesnar will make me out of Drew and takes him to Suplex City at 5 p.m. and be done with him once and for all at WrestleMania. Heyman goes on hyping Lesnar up as he raised the title in the air, and then the music hits. They march up the ramp as Lesnar jumps on the top of the announcer table to pose some more. We see Aleister Black limping around backstage in pain. Back to commercial. Back from the break, the announcers hypes tonight's contract signing. We get a look at the Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler feud. Eric Rowan versus Aleister Black. We've seen this match before. Black Mass, Aleister Black wins. But I ain't really care about this match either. Even though we seen this match last week. We go back to the ring and out comes Eric Rowan with his mystery cage. Aleister Black is out next, limping to the ring from the beatdown by the OC. I don't care what's in Eric Rowan's cage. I don't really care. The bell rings and Black to bring it. Black kicks while clutching his ribs. Eric Rowan takes control early on and runs right over Black. Eric Rowan slams Black as fans boo him. Eric Rowan stomps on Black and drives knees into his back. Eric Rowan with a big boot to the head. Eric Rowan stands tall as fans boo him. Black counters a move and sends Rowan to the floor. Rowan comes back to the apron, but Black kicks him in the head to knock him off. Black goes on, but Eric Rowan takes his leg out on the apron, sending him to the floor. Rowan sends Black into a chair in the timekeeper's area. The referee checks on Black while he's down in the chair. Black says he wants to keep going. Back to commercial. Back from the break, Eric Rowan continues to dominate. Black keeps trying to mount offense, but Eric Rowan drops him again. Rowan with a big side slam in the middle of the ring for a close 2 count. Rowan goes for a suplex, but Black knees him in the face, rolls him for a close 2 count. More back and forth as Black tries to make a comeback. Black takes him down with a kick and delivers a running knee to the sides of the face as fans cheer him on. Black with the big moonsault from the middle rope while he's still hurting. Black keeps going and delivering another big knee strike to the face for a close 2 count. Black goes for Black Mass, but Rowan grabs the boot. Rowan smiles, says he didn't think so, and goes for the Iron Claw slam. Black resists, but Eric Rowan drives him down onto the mat for another close 2 count. Rowan goes on and nails a clothesline for a 2 count. Eric Rowan tosses Black out of the floor. Rowan falls and sends Black into the barriers a few times. Eric Rowan breaks the count and rolls back out. Eric Rowan smiles and runs around the ring to crash Black into the steel steps. Black moves and Rowan crashes into the steps, knocking his pet cage to the floor. The referee counts as Black gets up first. Eric Rowan pulls Black out at the 6 count and headbutts him down. Eric Rowan unloads on Black at ringside now, furious over the cage getting knocked to the ground. Eric Rowan power bombs Black into the ring post, and Black is down once again, laid out. Eric Rowan rolls Black back in. He then goes over and picks the cage up and putting it back on the steps and talking to whatever's inside of it. Eric Rowan makes it back right in at the 9 count. He runs right into the Black Mass for a big pop. Black stumbles some, but nails a second Black Mass for the pin to win. The winner of the match, Aleister Black. After the match, Black stands tall and heads up to the ramp as his music hits, and Rowan recovers. Black is interviewed by the stage. Sarah Scriber now asking how he overcame the odds after attack by the OC. Black mentions unbridled rage and says his rage will be AJ Styles burning next week because they will fight. The announcers hype up Drew McIntyre as we see him getting ready for an interview in the back. Back to commercial. Back from the break, and the announcers congratulate Tyson Fury on beating Deontay Wilder to win the WBC heavyweight title this past weekend. We go backstage to a recorded sit-down interview with Charlie Caruso and Drew McIntyre. This interview was good by Drew McIntyre. I really enjoyed this. But anyway, let me continue. Drew says he doesn't care who wins at WWE Super Showdown on Thursday. WWE Champion Brock Lesnar or Challenge Ricochet. It is irrelevant to him. Drew goes on about his time with WWE going back 30 years ago. He talks about not winning a major title since then. Says he has had one more to blame but himself. They also talk about his run in NXT and coming back to Raw as a man after ordinary leaving home as a boy. Drew says he shows that he is living proof that if you work hard, you can do whatever you want. Drew also talks about eliminating Brock Lesnar in the Royal Rumble. Charlie asks what he was thinking, and Drew says he just knew he had to eliminate Brock Lesnar. He talked more about Lesnar and said once again that he doesn't care who is against. He will fulfill his destiny at WrestleMania 36. We go back to the announcers, but they interrupt by R-Truth, who is in the ring for the winter premiere of the Truth TV segment. Truth does some comedy and introduces his guests for tonight, Bobby Lashley and Lana, and they come out to the ring as we return to commercial. That was garbage. Raw Truth TV segment was garbage. Back from the break, and Truth says he has a lot of questions for the power couple in front of him. Lana says they are here for his stupid talk show. Truth has a match with Bobby Bobby Truth does some more comedy and stalling. R-Truth versus Bobby Lashley. I did not really care about this match. This match was garbage. The bell rings and R-Truth stalls some more, but Bobby Lashley is ready to go. Lashley with a cheap shot to beat him down in the corner as fans boo. Lashley dominates Truth into the corner as the Rusev Day chant gets louder. Lashley tosses Truth out to the floor. Lana talks trash, and here comes Lashley. Truth runs back in the ring, and Lashley follows, but Truth allows with offense. Truth hits some of his trademark offense and then does some of John Cena's signature moves as fans cheering him on. Truth hits the 5-knuckle shuffle and goes for the attitude adjustment, but Lashley blocks it. Truth kicks Lashley, but Lashley comes right back with a big spear for the pin to win. The winner of the match, Bobby Lashley. I did not care about this match. This match was garbage. After the match, Lashley stands tall as his music hits. We go to replay and comes back to Lana exiting the ring with Lashley. Don't really care. Still to come, Raw Elimination Chamber contract signing. We get a look at what happened with Shayna Baszler and Becky Lynch last week. They will be here tonight. We go back to the ring, and out comes WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Asuka. Back to commercial. Back from the break, and AJ Styles versus Aleister Black is confirmed for next week. Rey Mysterio and Humberto Carrillo versus Angel Garza and Andrade is also announced. Back from the break, and WWE Hall of Famer Jerry Lawler is in the ring for the Raw Women's Elimination Chamber contract signing. WWE Raw Tag Team Champions Asuka, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, and Liv Morgan are sitting at the tables. Natalya music hits and out she comes. No sign of Shayna Baszler. The winner of the match will challenge for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania 36. I gotta ask everyone a question. Why does Natalya? When did Natalya do to get Elimination Chamber match an opportunity? I wish they can just have qualified matches before the Elimination Chamber. I wish they just had qualified matches. That's all I gotta say. That's just my opinion. I know DJ Storms and TM gonna agree with me. But anyway, let me continue. Lawler starts talking after fans chant his name. Asuka snatches the mic from him and says, "No one cares." Asuka points out how there are 5 women here tonight. Fans give her the what treatment. Lawler says Baszler was in the arena, but either she's running late to the signing or she's no show it. But either way, you're going to get this thing done. Fans boo. Lawler has Sarah Logan sign first. The contract is passed down the line to Liv. She signs and gets up to bring it to Ruby Riott at the other end of the table, slamming it in front of her. Ruby shows some attitude and signs. Ruby stands up and stares Liv Morgan down. Natalya is also up. They all back off and sit back down as Lawler points out there are two referees at ringside. Asuka signs last. The music interrupts and now comes Shayna Baszler coming from over the burial. Shayna Baszler signs the contract last. She stares down each competitor and stops at Natalya, getting in her face. Fans pop as Natalya stands up and faces off. Natalya comes around the table and faces off with Baszler. Lawler leaves and says they're on their own. Asuka comes over and throws Natalya to the mat. That part was funny. But anyway, Asuka takes the mic in Baszler's face and yells some. Asuka tells Baszler to bite her. They argue and get ready to fight, but Natalya takes Asuka down and unloads. Liv leaps at Ruby Riott and start brawling. Sarah Logan gets involved as staffers clear the ring of the tables and chairs. Shayna Baszler puts her arm in the air and wants none of it. It comes down to Logan, Baszler, and Liv in the ring as the others brawl to the floor. Sarah Logan and Liv Morgan also go out. Baszler applauds and smiles, whipping the dust off her shoulders. The music interrupts and out comes Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch. Shayna Baszler stands ready to fight and tells Becky Lynch to bring it. Becky hits the ring and they start brawling. Fans boo when the officials rush to break them up. Fans chant, "Let them fight," as Baszler and Becky Lynch keep breaking free to continue the brawl. We go to commercial. But DJ Storms, did you see how Liv Morgan got up out of her chair and just leap over the table like a leopard to attack Ruby Riott? DJ Storms, did you see that? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I already know DJ Storms is watching this video. So shouts to DJ Storms. Shouts to TM161. Shouts to all my KFG family. That's all I gotta say. But let me continue. Murphy versus Angelo Dawkins. Anyway, we go back to the ring and out comes the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. They cut promos on the tag team champions and how they will win the titles at Super Showdown this week. They also want all the smoke. Out next comes the Raw Tag Team Champions, Murphy with Seth Rollins. The Arthurs of Pain are with them. Akam and Rezar. Murphy marches to the ring for his match. The bell rings and Murphy tosses a shirt into Dawkins' face for the distraction, then lands the knee and unloads in the corner. Murphy keeps the offense going until Dawkins jabs him and turns it around. Dawkins with clotheslines and more offense. Dawkins with a corner splash. Murphy counters and tosses Dawkins to the floor. Murphy drop kicks through the ropes. Murphy charges, but Dawkins rushes in and slams him from midair. Seth Rollins hits the ring and attacks for the disqualification. The winner of the match, Angelo Dawkins. After the match, Montez Ford hits the ring to make the save. He takes the mic and says, "Dawkins hits Murphy so hard last week that they took his first name away." Montez Ford taunts Rollins on the mic and threatens the Messiah. Rollins takes off his shirt on the stage and runs down to the ring. Montez Ford versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins rushes the ring, but Montez Ford is waiting. Ford with a big drop kick. Ford ends up taking out Rollins and Murphy on the floor after the drop kick. Ford runs back in and shakes the ropes as we go back to commercial. Back from the break, and the referee is ejecting Dawkins from ringside. Rollins and Murphy embrace. The referee ejects Murphy to the back next. Rollins hits the ring to yell at the referee. Ford rolls him up for a close 2 count. Ford fights and fights in a springboard at Rollins with a huge crossbody for a 2 count. 4 sends Seth Rollins out of the ring to the burial. Rollins misses a clothesline on the floor, and 4 drop kicks him as the referee counts. 4 brings it back in, goes to the top, but Rollins runs over and kicks him. Seth Rollins slams forward to the mat from the top. Seth Rollins mounts forward with strikes in the middle of the ring now. Rollins keeps control and backdrops for another 2 count. 4 counters a move and sends Rollins out to the floor. They bring it back in. 4 goes for several pin attempts. Rollins goes for the buckle bomb and nails for a 2 count. Rollins brings it to the floor and nails a huge powerbomb into the burial. 4 lands hard and we go back to commercial. Back from the break and Rollins is bullying for a round. 4 drops him with a big shot to the back of the neck. More back and forth between the two. 4 counters and buckle bombs and sends Rollins into the turnbuckles. 4 mounts more offense and leaps at Rollins with a big right hand. 4 kicks up for another pop. 4 with a standing moonsault for another close 2 count after yelling out for WrestleMania 36. Rollins clubs 4 in the corner and goes for a suplex. 4 resists and beats on Rollins for a kick to the face. 4 comes through the ropes, but Rollins kicks him in the gut. 4 counters a pedigree attempt and drops Rollins with a DDT for another close 2 count. 4 goes to the top, but Rollins cuts him off and climbs up. Rollins goes for a superplex, but 4 knocks him to the mat. Rollins runs back up, but 4 resists the superplex again. 4 finally managed a sunset bomb to send Rollins to the mat for a pop. 4 goes to the top, but misses a big fall splash as Rollins moves. Rollins immediately follows up with a stomp for the pin to win. The winner of the match, Seth Rollins. After the match, Rollins makes his exit with his title in the air. As the music hits, we go to replays. WWE Hall of Famer Beth Phoenix is announced for next week's Raw to give medical updates on her husband, WWE Hall of Famer Edge. We see Randy Orton and Kevin Owens walking backstage. Back to commercial. Back from the break, the announcers hype Charlotte Flair versus WWE NXT Women's Champion Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 36. We get a video package on Rhea Ripley's dominance. Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. This main event match wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. We go back to the ring and out comes first Randy Orton for tonight's main event. Kevin Owens is out next. The bell rings. They lock up going to the corner. They break up. Orton misses a big right hand. Kevin Owens with the big chops. Randy Orton tries to turn it around, but Owens beats him down with a bunch of rights and lefts. Kevin Owens goes for the corner cannonball, but Orton retreats to the floor. Kevin Owens follows and sends Orton's ribs first into the burial. Kevin Owens with the cannonball into the burial. Kevin Owens plays to the crowd for a pop. Then taunts Orton. Orton brings Orton back in and goes to the top. We see Raw Tag Team Champions Seth Rollins and Murphy appear on the stage with AOP as fans boo now. Kevin Owens yells at them from the apron, telling Rollins to bring it and calling him a little you-know-what. Orton attacks Owens from behind on the apron as we go back to commercial. Back from the break, and Kevin Owens is trying to fight out of the corner. Seth Rollins and his crew are at ringside now. Randy Orton runs into a big super kick from Kevin Owens. They both go down as Seth Rollins looks on. The Viking Raiders and Street Profits run down to fight off the heels at ringside. Kevin Owens goes to the top as the other team fights out through the crowd. Randy Orton counters and climbs up for a superplex, but Kevin Owens resists. They both trade shots up high. Kevin Owens headbutts Orton to the mat. Kevin Owens with a big senton for a pop. Seth Rollins is back at ringside now. He walks across the apron, but Kevin Owens knocks him off. Orton takes advantage of the distraction and clotheslines Kevin Owens. Randy Orton goes for the draping DDT, but Owens drops him over the top rope. Seth Rollins tries to interfere again, but Kevin Owens kicks him back into the barrel. Randy Orton takes advantage of the distraction and drops Kevin Owens with a DDT. Randy Orton looks to go for a pin or not. The referee calls the match out of nowhere and we get the bell. Everyone is confused. The winner of the match by a fast count, Randy Orton. The referee was counting so fast, and I was looking confused. After the bell, Randy Orton stares at the referee confused. His music starts to play. The referee goes out to check on Rollins, and he too looks confused. Randy Orton stands over Kevin Owens and looks down. Seth Rollins slides two steel chairs in the ring and tells Randy Orton he wants to do this to Owens. Fans chant, "Randy sucks now." Kevin Owens ends up grabbing a chair and facing off with Randy Orton from the floor. The referee yanks the chair from Owens' hands and throws it down to the floor next to Seth Rollins. Fans boo this referee once again. Randy Orton makes his exit as Kevin Owens goes to the floor, grabs the referee. Owens brings the referee back into the ring and reveals that he's wearing a Seth Rollins t-shirt under his referee gear. Seth Rollins is surprised and says he had nothing to do with this. Tom says the referee is one of Rollins' disciples. Rollins throws a fit from the stage and says this is a good man, a good referee. Kevin Owens drops the referee with a stunner for a big pop. Seth Rollins continues yelling at Kevin Owens from the stage. Kevin Owens goes under the ring and brings a table as the fans cheer him on. Seth Rollins look on from the stage as Kevin Owens powerbombs the referee through the table. Fans pop again as Kevin Owens' music starts up. Kevin Owens takes a chair next to the fallen referee and sits in it, staring up at Seth Rollins as he yells back at the ring. The final Raw before WWE Super Showdown goes off the air. Now, Raw was a decent show. It wasn't the best. It wasn't great. It was just decent. But anyway, I'm not excited for Super Showdown this Thursday. I'm really not at all. But the only thing I'm looking forward to is Goldberg versus The Fiend Bray Wyatt. That's all I gotta say from here. That's all I'm looking forward to at Super Showdown. The Fiend versus Goldberg for the Universal Champion. Other than that, I'm not watching nothing else. But anyway, I am watching AEW Revolution pay-per-view. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think of Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw started off great because Kevin Owens cut a good promo. Kevin Owens had the best promo. He cut a great promo on Monday Night Raw. But Monday Night Raw was decent. Once again, it was just decent. But I know DJ Storms and TM are going to agree with me on this one in the comment section. So TM and DJ Storms, shout outs to you both, man. You both have awesome channels. Keep up the good work, TM and DJ Storms. But Monday Night Raw is just a decent show. That's all I got to say from here. If you guys enjoy my WWE Raw review and highlights, drop a like on this video. Share the video all over social media. My Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok will be down below in the description. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And that's all I got to say from here. You guys have a great night, and I will see you guys in the next video. Talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here.